Hi, Ricardo. Welcome to BizTalk. It's my great pleasure to have you with me today. How are you?
Really good, Massimiliano. Thank you for being together and let us show Cropper.
Thanks to you. That's my pleasure. So let's talk about a little bit yourself. Background, what you've done so far, who you are.
Yeah, I am. I think an agricultural lover. I was born in a zone that has a lot of coffee in Colombia, uh, close to that zone. My parents worked in that time in coffee. Then they came to the city because in Colombia we had some violence at that time, and I grew in a family that likes agriculture, but couldn't do that business. So all of my life I wanted to help this sector, to connect this sector, and to provide innovation knowledge and sustainability. So that's why I started in 2007 with an exposition that became the most important exposition in Colombia. The name is Expo Agrofuturo. And this exposition helped us to create a big community of people that believe in a new agro. And in 2018, using the digital technology, we created Cropper to make this connection more exponential. So that's what we're doing until now.
Great. Let's not talk about Cropper.
Yeah, Cropper is a marketplace that start to help farmers, especially medium and small farmers, break down barriers. They have four main barriers that create so many problems for them in terms of cost, because they have to pay 50% higher cost. They have a gap between small and big farmers until 5-10 times, and they have a low income when they sell their product. In sometimes it's 10 times less than good farmers. This wall don't allow farmers to get information, markets in terms of supplies, also buyers, capital, and technical assistance. And we create this marketplace to connect farmers with the main players and drivers of efficiency, starting with suppliers, because this is the start point to improve all the process in the value chain. When a farmer buy in a proper way, can increase their yields, can reduce cost, can create traceability from their process, and can use that traceability to sell better their product, showing the history. So right now we are connecting directly farmers with suppliers. Also, we are offering credits, insurance, logistic and technical assistance. We call these enabling services. And after the farmer has these connections, we connect them with conscious buyers and aggregators to sell better their products, showing their history. So the marketplace don't only have connections to quote, buy, or have questions. Also, like I told you, has recommendations and management tools. And we divide into the management tools. One is just for make budgets, invoices, field tasks. It's like a procurement software for them, easy to use. And with the information that they provide to the software, we use this to make recommendations based in data analysis and artificial intelligence, to provide the community information about how to buy, when to buy, depending of the crops, the location of the farmer, everything. Also, for the companies that sales and offers their services and products, Cropper is a really good solutions. They see Cropper like a Shopify for them. And they can sell in less than 1 day without any knowledge in technology. And our platform is easy for them to use. They can not only have their digital stored inside Cropper, we also help them to make marketing, specialize in marketing. Today, 25% of Cropper products are in the first page of Google without paying, organic. Also, the community that we built before Cropper with Agrofuturo, we use that community with more than 350,000 farmers to create contact from each company, and we allow that companies to reach that community. In terms of enabling services, with the information that we have from farmers and their purchases, we create and scoring and a risk management, and we make an alliance 2 months ago with Banco Agrario, which is the main bank in Colombia, and we're offering loans for farmers right now. The first month we got around 102 loan requests, and this month, which is the second, we have now more than 200 in 20 days or so. We doubled the first month, and this is something that farmers need every day and allow them to buy their supplies in a better time, and the supplies that they really need to improve their yields. Also, we're starting with logistics on demand. When we locate, for example, a big amount of product or a purchase, we send a message to other farmers in the same region to make group buying. Also, we have in our database trucks, motorcycles, small cars that could offer their service to farmers in the last mile in their towns. So we will start using this on-demand logistics software in around 3 months. And the Ag Digital Assistance is something that we're going to start in the next year. And we have a database of agronomists, and we're going to connect direct the agronomists and experts with farmers to get information, advice, and use that advice to produce better and to buy better inputs in Cropper. And conscious buyers use Cropper because they need information about farmers. Cropper has the information from the scratch, from the purchase of the farmer, so has traceability in the process from each farmer. And conscious buyers that need history traceability find in Cropper a good software to manage their supply chain. And so Grupo Éxito, which is the main supermarket in Colombia, choose Cropper to manage their value chain. For example, they have more than 2,000 providers, and they're digitalizing all of their value chain using Cropper. And using Cropper, they are also helping farmers to buy their inputs in a better way, in a group buying, accessing credits, and all the services that I showed you before. Also, like Grupo Éxito, we have 260 aggregators that are already using Cropper. Our three main competitive advantages are that we have the strategy to reach data from farmers using the aggregators that I show you. We are focused in technology that not so many ag tech or companies are focusing their attention, which are tropical and high value crops. And we host the Expo Agrofuturo, which is the main expo in Colombia and one of the most recognized in Latin America, that give us a lot of knowledge and also the possibility to reach more data. In terms of technology, we came from agriculture, so we develop for farmers and we develop for the ecosystem. So we understand the sector, and we have technology with a good experience for farmers and the ecosystem. And the third one is with the information that we capture in the process from the purchase, we use that information and that traceability to improve the incomes of farmers, using farm to table, connecting with conscious buyers. And in the future, we can use that information, for example, for carbon credit verifications. In terms of revenue, right now we're charging subscriptions to sellers and also to aggregators. In the near future, in 1 year and a half, 2 years, we expect to also charge farmers $5 subscription month. In terms of commissions, right now we're getting commission from the bank, which is giving loans, also per transaction. And in terms of advertising, companies that want to publish their products better in the marketplace are paying. And we're starting with leads charging to the companies that also have information in the marketplace. These leads is like a quote or order or question that some farmer or producer makes to the companies that are in the marketplace. In terms of our traction, we have grown really good. In this year, we are going to reach, I think, 1 million unique users. Is more than we have projected in terms of leads. Also, we are going to I think we're going to get 60,000 more than we have projected. And in terms of revenue, we're going to get 370,000, a little bit more, and is more than double from last year. In 2025, we expect to have 30 million unique users, 3.2 million leads, and $35 million in revenue. Right now, we're in Colombia. Colombia is a diverse market, is a market that helped us to prove our concept in a different ways. So we have made market fit in Colombia with tropical crops, with high value crops, with different type of small and medium farmers. And we're now ready to expand this model in other countries. We're going to go first to Mexico next year. And after Mexico, we have a plan to go to Ecuador, Peru, and then Chile and Brazil. Our team is 22 people. Most of them came from Expo Agrofuturo, know about agriculture, and we have an expert board. Esteban came to Cropper 6 months ago. He was in Airbus 15-year leading technology teams. He's partner right now in Cropper with Avesting, and I am a leader in agriculture from 15 years. By 2025, we, like I told you, we want to have 6,000 suppliers selling in Cropper, operations in Latam, 30 million users in Cropper, and we need in total to do this $3 million in 3 years. Right now, we're doing a bridge of $1 million. We have advanced with Jill Lab, which is a lead investor, and it's a venture capital around the world in agtech, and it's their first investment in a Colombian company. So to finalize, this is an account that you can use to prove crop. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ricardo. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's a brilliant platform and application as well. And you have been very, very clear. So but let me ask you, we go to the financial after we go back to your technology and market. The jumping revenue is unbelievably high, right? So you now have something like 1 million in users and 300, almost 400,000 USD in revenue. How did you get in 2025 to 35 million?
Okay. Most of the revenue came from subscriptions in 2025, like you can see here. Most of 65% came from subscriptions from suppliers, aggregators, and farmers that are going to pay for special features in Cropper. Then from commissions, like I told you in the presentation, we're just starting with enabling services, and these enabling services are so important for farmers. And like you see here, actually, these enabling services in commissions like transactions, loans, insurance, logistics, and technical assistance are so I don't know how to say in English, is low. We're being so not high conversion rates and this is the something that is going to grow a lot, the commissions.
So you are getting more commission from insurance, loans, transaction, and logistics, right?
Right now, that's right. This is the one of the best, one of the biggest growth that we will have.
Okay. So the increase in commission. What about the fee? I think the farmers are not paying anything now when it comes to creating their profile, for what is my understanding. Are they going to pay later on?
Yeah, they're going to pay in 2022 $2.5 dollars per special features. Is like Amazon Prime. Not all have to pay, only for special features. In 2023, $4.2. In 2024, 5.5, and in 2025, 6.6.
Okay. How difficult has been the adoption, giving your platform to be used to the farmers and suppliers?
Okay, the adoption is, I think, is something that's really interesting. Farmers need technology. They need easy things to use technology, and we provide that to them. So what we do is offering them things that they need every day in a simple way. They need to buy supplies, they need to get information, they need to get a loan, and we have an easy interface to offer them that. If the farmer is so small and they don't have any technology, we create a Cropper Academy. So we make like a teaching and advice strategy, and every Wednesday we invite their family, their sons, their wife, to show how to use the platform. Is at digital classes. Also, we use correspondence in the small towns. So we say correspondence. If you want to have your digital store in Cropper, we don't charge you, but you have to put your sign in the town in Cropper. So the farmers that go every day to this correspondence start seeing Cropper, and the correspondent doesn't have inventory of everything, so they use Cropper to make the request and the quotes. So those are some of the strategies that we have to the adoption.
I mean, in terms of adoption is clear. How big has been the advantage, okay? And if they are competing, because, I mean, even if a farmer has some kind of competition, how much do they get in terms of revenue, okay? How much do they increase their revenue with using Cropper?
Okay, they will increase the revenue. I will show you exactly. From this 65%, farmers is around 25% of their revenue. So is a big portion. In terms of subscriptions, you can see here, farmer subscription is going to be 48,000 in Colombia next year, 500,000 in 2023, 2 million in 2024, and 6.7 million in 2025. So it's a big portion in terms of subscriptions.
What about how much? My question was, I mean, this is pretty clear, but when farmers they start using your platform, okay, how much did they increase in revenue, sales, and so on?
Okay, the farmers, I will show you, they are giving us a lot of data in terms, because they have, like I told you, the management tools beside the platform, and they can manage their farm and their purchase using Cropper. So with that information that I will show you here, we have information from their units, from their farms. We can, for example, an aggregator or a farmer can use this software. Example, Grupo Éxito have their 2,000 farmers in Cropper, so they can have the information, where are they located, with what they produce, if they have energy, if they have irrigation, how meter above the sea level, the pluviosity, the temperature. Each farm has a curriculum, a digital information with all the information that they need to get, for example, a good advice. So where are they located? How is the type of soil, the altitude, the pluviosity, temperature, topography, infrastructure. Also, they can make budgets of their purchases from each farm. So, for example, this farm, what do they need in April? Whatever fertilizers, the prices, and the platform can use that information to create recommendations. Also, they can put their projections of production. For example, in cacao, they will produce 500 kilograms, 400 first class, 100 second class. They can have notes of their process. If they go to the farm, they can add pictures to each process in the field process. So it's like a farm easy management to make better purchases. With that information, they can they are using this for free right now. They will pay for this $2 or $3 in 1 month, in 1 year. So they can have pictures from all their process. With that pictures, they have three things. First, they can get certifications. Second, they can have the information online with georeferentiation and date. For example, for me, that I'm in my home and I want to see what's happening in my farm, I can see in real time. And for example, for a bank, it's really important to have the information from farmers in real time. If they buy the machinery that they say, if they planted the land that they say, this is important. And finally, they can use this to show this information. For example, for final customers, they can print the QR code and they can choose their history when the final consumer scan the QR code in the supermarket, for example. So everything starts with a purchase, like you see here. They can buy fertilizers, whatever. With that traceability, they can finalize their process, offering the final product. So they will pay for this.
That's brilliant. That's a very great service, and comes natural to me to ask you. We are very sensible now to the ecosystem. We are very sensible to the green. We are very sensible to having a good impact, okay, on our community, society, environment, and so on. Now, you know better than me how fertilizers and chemicals can be damaging, okay? So, is your platform going to promote a green agriculture without using these very strong and chemicals now?
This is a really good question, Max. We have a category that is bio inputs and is growing a lot. Also, you know, agriculture is 35% of the gas emission problem in the world. And it's not only fertilizers, it's because every time you make an arable land, you are every time you do that, you have emissions, transportation, fertilizers, many things in complement make 35% of the problem. What we do is we're tracing all the process, because in the near future, I think that farmers will get incomes if they do better process in agriculture. Better processes use better supplies, less transportation, better use of water, not cutting forest. All of this will be paid for corporates, investors, and we will have a big market in the world to pay that. That's why Esteban Quiroz, the CTO of Cropper, left Airbus and came to Cropper, because when he was leading the hydrogen airplane, and when he was studying about sustainability, he understand that one of the best way to improve this in the world is through agriculture. But he knew that to do this, he had to have data from the farmers. And the best way to have data from farmers is offering them their needs in the day by day. So right now we're getting data from them. In the future, we're going to trace all the process, and we're going to contact investors that want to promote a sustainable agriculture with that farmers. This is the
You
way
know
that
what?
we're going.
Yeah, I mean, astonishing, beautiful. And my dream is going to buy, having my, everyone has one smartphone, just check on the QR, and I want to see a green go, because the supply chain that you are tracing is telling me that there is nothing, which means 100% green, right? So I can buy. If it's 20% green, I won't buy. So that's my dream, okay? Now nobody's doing this. So if you can do something similar, I would be beautifully.
That's our dream also. Right now we have this in restaurants, supermarkets, showing the history of the farmer, and that's part of the dream.
That seriously, if you can reach a level where, you know, when I'm scanning my QR code and simply I find 20% green, 40% green, above 50, I can think about buying. Maybe 70, 80, I will buy. This would be the ultimate, right? Straightforward. And because we need to go there, there is nothing to do. But now I'm very happy you're doing something similar and you are getting there as well. I mean, you are giving suppliers, you are giving market, okay?
Yeah.
Uh, Now, and I think the cooperation with, and sorry if I forgot the name of your other company,
Agrofuturo.
Agrofuturo probably is the supplier of market, okay? Is opening the market to the farmers. Uh, how large can be this market? And one day in your platform, so, farmers from Colombia, can they sell to Mexico, Latin America, and Brazil?
Yeah.
Colombia.
Agrofuturo is a physical exposition. Right now is hybrid, and at, annually attends around 30,000 farmers
Mhm.
and participates 400 companies from 25 different countries. So eventually, the company, for example, or farmer that has operation in Colombia and want to go to other country, Cropper sure could be the platform to do this. That's why we work for 14 years in this platform physically, and in 2018 we started digitalizing everything with Cropper to make exponential all of the contacts that we have had in the past.
I mean, you collect a huge amount of data, and you're using data for prediction, you're using data for advising, and what's going to be next? Are you going to use all these huge amount of data you're collecting? Are you sharing with third parties your data for having a better agriculture one day?
Um, we what we have done until now is using that data to make recommendations, to make scoring for credit, to make risk management for companies that has enabling services. For sure, this data is to improve the sector. So we're going to use this data right now to make recommendations, like you said.
Thank you. I mean, in terms of, let's say, in the near future, okay, how are you going to scale up your company, and how is going to be your going to scale your approach to the next market, which is going to be Brazil, as you say, all Latin America, Argentina, and so on. What's your approach to your scale up?
We 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 need three main things. The first one is improve technology. when I speak about technology, is a more usable platform. The app that we have right now works offline, for example, for farmers, but we have to improve a lot the mobile version. We have a roadmap of 10 different features that we need to improve right now in a quick manner. Then we need an advice and technical team that helps farmers in the adoption of technology. We have understand that when farmers use by themselves their platform, the conversion is less than 1%. When we help farmers, we increase that conversion until 10%. So we need more people helping farmers, helping suppliers, helping enabling services, doing this. And the third one is marketing, because our CAC is much better than live customer value. But I think it's the third step after we improve technology and we have the better team to support the ecosystem.
Where do you see your company in 5 years' time?
We see a company helping the ecosystem, and especially small and medium farmers, to improve their life with more income, reducing their cost, and improving their yields. With more than 35 million farmers using Cropper annually, with more than 5 million leads annually, and with operations in Latin America. Our dream is to improve agricultural farmers' life.
I mean, if you can, and if you want to give a message to investor, what would be your message and why they should invest in Cropper?
In Cropper, you're going to be not only very profitable, you will make so many people profitable, so many farmers, so many small and medium farmers. You will improve sustainability in the world, improving better practices in agriculture, and for sure you will be so profitable doing this.
Ricardo, thank you very much for coming to BizTalk. It's been a very great pleasure. Let me tell you, we last talked, I think 2 years ago. You have improved so much. I'm very astonished, and I love what you're doing. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Maximiliano, again, thank you so much for being so open to help a lot of people connect each other and to show this type of ideas and platforms to the world.
Thank you too. I hope I can see you in Colombia as soon as possible. Thank
I
you so
will be
much.
waiting.
Thank you, Ricardo. Have a good day.